Yo, what up? It's your man V from
Fade in Full.
We back with a new video. Live from the beautiful city of Marrakesh, Morocco. Your boy turned a big 4-0 in Morocco. Yeah. You get better with time, baby. So, as you already know, I did a talk at the Harkness Center in the month of September. Shout out to Miss R. Shout out to all the students that wrote letters. I'm going to read some more right here. I'm currently loading up a video to YouTube from the last video. I'm currently loading a video right now to YouTube of me reading letters. It's taking a day and a half to load videos on the Wi-Fi here. So I'm going to load up the content cannon and have a bunch of them ready to go. Just going to keep recording. And you'll see them whenever they reach the web. So without further ado, more letters. Before I get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking and feeling about this. And let me give you a little bit about the experience at Let me give you a little bit more about the experience of me talking at the Harkness Center. So, because I come from apprentice background, didn't go to school, there's a lot of things that the kids are learning these days that I didn't learn. I can only remember a few good times that people took me to the side and really taught me some things about barbering. The rest was caught. I had to listen and watch for a long time in order to get the lessons that I have in the Barber Game. So as soon as I come in off the rip, they're talking the slang, not even a slang, just more so like the terms, the proper terms and the ways of doing things that I've never learned. So it's like Chinese, and it's like, you ever do like a 90-degree angle cut and a point cut and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about right now. You got to show me. So this is what I say about the students teaching me things, because they're learning what I just had to do. I just had to watch and be like, all right, so if I cut it like this, then it fall like that, and then it'd be blended. But they're actually learning the real way of doing stuff in their teenage years. So whereas I might have the strength of knowing how to build clientele, knowing how to build shops, knowing how to retain and interact with customers, manage the funds, they're actually learning the skill of cutting. So there's a lot that we can learn from each other. It'll be a knowledge transfer, so to speak, between me and the kids. So I appreciate them for writing these letters. I'll share a few more with you. From the Harkness Center, let's get it. 2V. And this one is from Chris. Hey V, we really appreciate you taking the day off and coming out here to the Harkness Center to show and tell us your cutting style, your content, and your stories. You told some great stories and definitely changed my perspective on barbering as a whole, from telling us and explaining to us the good and the bad about the game. This is an experience that not everybody has and doesn't know what starting from the bottom is like. Big facts. Starting from the bottom, when you're at the bottom, is not a fun thing. It takes a lot of discipline. Well, it takes first belief in yourself to see yourself in a better light, see yourself in a better position. Then figure out what it is that you got to do to get out of this bottom survival mode position, and having the discipline to stick to that plan every day, every week, every month. Spend your time with people that want to see, your plans come to fruition. People that have similar goals, similar values. And when you get to where you're going, keep your composure. Don't get there and blow all the money. Don't get there and binge on the drinks, the drugs, the girls, the lifestyle. If you see yourself, for instance, getting out of the bottom and supporting your family, maybe let's say you're a teenager that has a child. It happens. You want to be able to support your children and your family. You want to be able to help your mom, retire your mom, buy her a house, or help grandma, whatever it is that you want to do. Keep those type of goals. Don't just do it for the Louis, the Balenciaga, for the clout, just to look good on Instagram. Like, what does looking good on Instagram really do for you? Like, it's you get a bunch of likes, quick dopamine rush. You feel important for how long? A few minutes. Then it's back to square one. The person that you become is what has the value. Not the things that you acquire once you get the money. I mean, money comes and goes. Like, we always talk about the bottom, but we got to see ourselves at the top a lot more. I could go on tangents, so I could talk about starting from the bottom, and I got many different bottoms, not just one. This is a subject that not everybody is interested in, and the fact that you came out here and told us that this program has your status will build you up. Definitely build the confidence in the rest of us alike. We just met you yesterday, but you cleared up so much for me. At least I have the utmost respect for you and other professionals alike. From Chris. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for writing this letter. Take your time, man. Type it out and print it. Yo, this sun is really beaming. My God, I'm burning up, man. You're probably watching this video like, where's the energy? Man, I'm not solar powered today. This is just hitting. I'm not sure if I read some of these letters. Hopefully I did. If I did, then whatever. We're doing it twice. You're getting a different take on it, right? I don't know who this is from, but I'm reading it anyway. Valed, thank you for coming in, taking your time out your day and coming through. I learned to never give up, start at a young age so we can get it sooner. Facts. And that you inspired me. You inspired me when you said that you was in prison and you fought someone over stamps, but they had your back because you was the barber. So yeah, I enjoyed you. Keep coming and sharing your stories. Man, it seems like you resonate with that prison story, and I wasn't even going to come in there and talk about the fact that I've been to prison. But one thing I realized about all of this is that the things that we're ashamed of, the things that we feel people won't like about us, are the things that make us unique. Me coming in there sharing that story makes me different than some other barber or influencer that comes to the school. This is my story. This is what I've been through. These are the lessons that I learned from it. And when I'm talking about it, I'm not glorifying it in a way like, yeah, I was out there, busting heads open. I was, crushing it. I ain't talking about it from a perspective like that. I'm talking about me being in an environment, dealing with a situation, responding to that situation in the way that I only knew how. And the result, what happened from it, what I learned from it, what was the outcome. I had never had a fight in there after that. I avoided that type of stuff because I wanted to come home. It's easy to be in there, and I was in the medium, I wasn't in the max. Easily be in there, catch a new charge over something stupid. Somebody say something about me, fight them, slice them, or whatever, and now I'm sitting in there for 10 years. I ain't got 10 years, man. I ain't got that time to do. I had to do 36 months. So a day is too long, And I ain't gonna hold you. I cried like a baby first time I went in there. That first, not the downtown holding center, but like going into Elmira, being in that max facility behind the wall. Because they scare you a bit. They move you out. They put you in a place where it's like a reception area. But it's in a max. So when you go in a chow, you got lifers serving you meals. You sitting in the same dining area with people that might be doing 25, 50, never coming home. And they want to just make your day, some of them, not all of them, they want to make your day worse because they're having the worst time of their life. Just imagine being around a bunch of miserable people. You do meet some people that have good-hearted, good people, but at the same time, antennas got to be up. You gotta be on alert at all times. It was difficult for me to sleep while I was in there. You know, I took great pride in having a routine, you know, getting the books that I wanted to, learn what I needed to do for when I come home, because I didn't want to go back. So I was like, yo, I got to learn. At that point, I didn't enjoy, so I was 20 years old. I didn't enjoy having a job. I already knew that when I was going out. Working at the barber shop. I had already had a few jobs. I knew that I didn't enjoy that. Working for hourly wage, getting a paycheck. It wasn't for me. Had already put out some music. Had some experience with that. Rapping on the radio. Putting out an album. A failed release party. A little moderate fan base and a little bit of small fame with friends and family. Being at the barbershop, I had already had that experience. 3 barbershops. Get Faded, Mr. J's, and Urban Cuts by that point. Street experience. Traveling with the crew, doing all types of crazy things. No need to go into detail with that. So having that experience before the age of 20. Oh, and also moving out of my mom's house at 17. So these are probably 5 different things, 5 different experiences that shaped and molded my way of thinking before I even got to the prison. I knew that I didn't want to have to deal with some of the stuff. I'm like, well, how can I make myself better? This is a correctional facility. Started messing around with the books, the business books, music business, even people that were in there that were smart, read more than I have, know more than I know. Those were the people that I gravitated toward. Once I was able to hustle up some money, get my clippers, I was cutting people in the dorm. I was cutting people in the barbershop. The daily routine of waking up, reading the books, working out, getting in shape, because I was pudgy back then. That increased my confidence. Knowing that I could wake up at a certain time every day, knowing I could stay dedicated to a workout every day, and knowing that I could read and learn every day. Gave me the confidence to start planning and strategizing for when I came home. Mind you, I'm only 20, 21, 23. 20, I came home when I was 23. So, yeah, I have this knowledge. I have this discipline in that environment, the jail environment. But coming back out to the world, you might have a plan to get to a goal, but sometimes, the world will throw all types of stuff at you where you got to, bob and weave and respond and counteract a certain way. I had rap dreams more than the Barber Game. I guess my passion for wanting to be into music fueled my growth in the Barber Game, because you need a certain amount of money to get your thing popping in rap or music overall. Any business, any startup, we could take anything. You need money to start. I didn't have the. All right, for those that made it to the end of the video, the reason why it didn't come out is because the footage, the camera cut off. My memory on my camera was messed up or something like that at that time, so I figured I'd just drop this for y'all. Hope you enjoy it. Like and subscribe. And thank you to the Harkness Center. Thank you to the students. Appreciate y'all. Got more 2023 videos. This was in the vault, so I just figured I'd put it out. Since it's a new year, we're going to empty the hard drive and get some videos, get some content to y'all. So appreciate y'all making it to the end of the video. Hit us up, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right?